today.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
This fielded right at the goal line. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. They're led out by their quarterback out of Fresno State, Derek Carr.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, and maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright. That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt.
A good kick, 49 yards, just 3 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time.
They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance. Lance and the 49ers now, 1st and 10.
At their own 18. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. The numbers for McCaffrey last week. 21 carries, 73 yards.
That's a very nice winning streak that they're on, and they've really seen this offense come into its own as a unit. And one of the keys is that the ground game has been established, and it's keeping the defense honest near the line of scrimmage. Sometimes that leads to huge games for him. Other times, he plays a complementary role to someone else. But however it's getting done, they're winning week after week.
They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
We'll see what they have drawn up here, a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Throwing is Lance on 3rd down. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. And just a net of 31 here, 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10.
Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their 2nd drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Carr. This one complete to Coleman.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw is Carr.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down.
Chandler Jones in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. That catch for his career is number 589, so 11 away from 600, but it also right now ties him with Hall of Famer Fred Biletnikoff.
And we remember Fred Biletnikoff well because of the way he went about his business in catching the football. And we're seeing something similar here. Someone who runs precise routes, has excellent hands, and knows how to get the ball to the end zone.
And he's going to miss this one wide to the scoreless game.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Lance going to throw. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Uchenna Nwosu from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long. Here's Lance. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. So on now is Johnny Hecker to punt this one away. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Now Carr going right back to Fant. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 41. Now Carr. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Completes it to Coleman. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Another run with Sanders. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop it right at the line of scrimmage. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Throwing now is Carr. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 15-yard line. 3 catches now this afternoon, the same number he had all of last week. Also, it's a 1st down.
into the red zone. It's Carr.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Here's Carr. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
And his kick here is good. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead.
So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
Lance now on 1st down. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Here's Lance to throw it.
Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From the 39, Lance being chased out left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. And now they'll throw with Lance. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 32-yard line. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a 1st down. Trying to get to the outside. This is McCaffrey. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The Niners in a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they've come in on a nice run of recent form. 4 wins out of 5.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Shotgun now for Lance.
Flush to his right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
The kick by Bass is good.
And that will tie us at 3-3.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Another run here with Sanders. They juked him and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. And he
He can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. They run a draw here on 2nd down. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. This offense so far on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8 from midfield. Here's Carr. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Lance. That's caught. It's McCaffrey again. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 18 yards. 1st down, Niners. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Lance. Dancing to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Uchenna Nwosu. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Lance looking to throw it. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. Here's Johnny Hekker now as he's on to punt for San Francisco. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this works out well as it'll kick out of bounds at the 11-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And complete to Drake London. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. To throw, it's Carr. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Carr got a man. It's London. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he's on to punt for Seattle. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers have taken the lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is now 10-3. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. This offense returns to the field, and the former Penn State star Miles Sanders, we're going to look at him.
And we checked the rushing numbers so far here into Week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
Carr now on first down.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Now back to throw.
Trying for Sanders, but this is intercepted.
The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Tyler Bass now for the point after.
It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Steps away to his left, and eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. So a change of possession here on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
Lance going to try and throw on 3rd down here. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. From midfield, here's Lance.
Wide open receiver complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
The kick by Bass is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll
move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half.
It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half.
And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
On the toss, they run wide side with McCaffrey. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. From the gun on third down, Lance.
Got his man. It's Williams.
And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Throwing on 2nd and 8.
Lance. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Lance
completes it to Samuel. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 21. How about 25 yards on third down? They'll take it.
On first down, Lance. He's got Bellinger.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
Lance looks to throw again.
Escaping the pressure right. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey.
And the 49ers are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. On play action, Lance.
Forced out to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Milton Williams.
Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. On 2nd and goal.
Lance, throw right side, taken in by Bellinger.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation.
And Lance now to throw.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
The kick by Bass is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
And they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Carr now to throw. And the Niners get there and bring him down.
Osa Odighizuwa
able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now,
as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Lance. And that's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Buying time to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep. Back over the middle. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Lance. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Here's Johnny Hecker now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Here's Carr to throw. He's got his tight end fan. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down, as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches. Jet sweep. Here's London. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Now it's 2nd and 9. Now Carr. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. McCaffrey on the counter, and not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. Throwing now is Lance. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Throwing is Lance on 3rd down. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the 1st down. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for San Francisco. $40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Fred Warner.
And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Well, this defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick 6.
And how about the way they've played this entire game? Not only have they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick 6s, oh yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that will bring up 2nd down. Carr. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Fletcher. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Carr to throw on 3rd and 1.
He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
Now Carr. His throw incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And he's got Booker.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now Carr. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw is Carr. And as he throws and the ball is out, it's a live football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown.
Here's Bass now for the extra point.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out?
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Marcus Jones picks it.
And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Bass on for the extra point.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A heck heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Looking to throw again on second down. Carr over the middle, caught by London. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Throwing on first down is Carr. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. On the draw, here's Sanders. And 3 yards there, takes him to the 45. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Carr going to throw. High throw, but the catch is made.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Kyle Shanahan doesn't care much for that last call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
Carr now on first down. It's caught by Sanders. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Carr. And he'll just get rid of it. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Carr. And he wisely will throw that one away. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Carr. Being chased, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Osa Odighizuwa getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now
as he's on to punt for Seattle. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
We've paid this offense plenty of compliments already, but, I mean, they are deserving as they start another series. To be leading by this much with so much time left to play in the 4th, Charles, it's really, really been impressive to watch.
It has been, and you have to think to yourself, the preparation that went into this, but the absolute focus that they kept throughout in order to have this kind of a result. This is Super Bowl-esque, and they've got to feel awfully good about what they put out there today.
Here's Lance to throw it.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Here's Johnny Hekker now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Meanwhile, Carr's throw taken in by London. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Shotgun now for Carr.
Throws right back to London, complete again. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
8 more yards this time, coming off back-to-back first down pickups. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Now Carr again. That's caught over the middle by Fant.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. Left side here to Sanders. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. And quickly they get to the line. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Tariq Woolen picks it, and the 49ers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he coughed it up. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for the 49ers, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Today, from the Superdome in New Orleans, It's Week 7 of the NFL on E!
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports.
And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Here is Tua Tagovailoa heading out to lead this Miami offense.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him the win. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
So pass interference, the call is so tough as a defender, I'd imagine, to time that up perfectly.
It certainly is difficult to get it exactly right because sometimes you're looking at getting there fractions of seconds too early. That one looked a little more obvious. Always a tough penalty to officiate. Just ask the basketball refs when they have to officiate block and charge.
Open man is Waddle complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And this one is incomplete.
4th down, Corliss Waitman now on to punt. Deontay Hardy deep for New Orleans.
And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. And here come the Saints for their opening drive.
They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And not only does he have all the skills that you're looking for as a quarterback, he's incredibly tough and plays the game fearlessly as both a runner and a passer. You provide a good running game around him and let him throw deep off of play action, you've got an all-star in the making.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. 18 carries, 56 yards.
And simply put, partner, we're witnessing one of the best offensive players in the league so far this season. What he's been doing has him second in rushing across the NFL, and the top spot is clearly in sight. He's confident. His blockers are confident. He's having a heck of a year.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They run it again with Kamara.
And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down.
Fields.
He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 20 carries, 73 yards, and a touchdown.
They've won 2 straight games, and they've done it with the running game as the focal point of their offense. So in this contest, I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the runners.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hill.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Over the middle, complete. That's Hill. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that will bring up 3rd and 1. Here's Tua. The quick slant caught.
And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. An incomplete pass on 1st down. Here's 2nd and goal. Wilson will score. Touchdown, Miami. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And he'll get about 2 there to the 36. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week. And
he is going to have a Saints 1st down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. A shotgun snap, Fields. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now. On 2nd down, Kamara. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Fields now to throw. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 31-yard line. Kamara up the middle. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Kamara gets it again on 2nd down. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. This defense for the Dolphins, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
The former ASU Sun Devil, Eno Benjamin with it. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And he's brought down. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. So he had the nice run to get him down there. Was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Igbenogany elects not to return it. The football will come out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. That's a gain of 6 on the first down run. These two teams all tied after one.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10.
Fields on first down. Olave over the middle.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
To throw is Fields.
Eluding the pressure right. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. The Saints on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short.
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down.
Back deep is Tyreek Hill. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return, and it'll be Dolphin football.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
From the 31,
Tua.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and pick it up on the ground with Wilson.
And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league in converting on third down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, third down conversions. So they got one there.
And he's got this down to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. On target over the middle to Hill. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that?
And he's going to bowl his way into the end zone for the Dolphins score. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season.
And the Dolphins have moved out in front.
Extra point put through by Succop. And that makes the score 14-7.
That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
He'll find his tight end. It's Adam Troutman.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Fields tapping it forward. Jet sweep.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down. The Saints at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. And they coming off their very first loss of the season, suffered a week ago.
So now we can all take that chasing the 1972 Dolphins window, right? But let's face it, not many teams talk about that or even have interest in it. All they want to do right now is bounce back after that loss.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
Blake Gillikin on to punt here as he'll send this one away.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Tua setting up shop to throw again.
He's going to find his tight end. That's Hunter Long. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Tua.
That's going to be caught by Waddle. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua.
Another catch there for Waddle.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. They run a draw here on 2nd down. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. This offense hoping to change that right here.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill with career touchdown number 70.
And the Dolphins will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Extra point up and good by Succop. And it's now 21-7. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away.
This taken in at the goal line. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's...
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted.
Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the 3rd quarter. And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
All in all, pretty manageable deficit, Charles, here as they start this 3rd quarter offensively when you consider the fact that in the first 2 quarters, they had 2 costly turnovers.
I think you laid it out there perfectly, partner. Very tough to hold a lead going into the break if you continue to hand it over on multiple drives.
Yeah, and obviously, Charles, it'll be very tough to climb back into the game if those turnovers continue.
I would say borderline impossible. You keep turning it over, I don't know how you make up a deficit.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields.
And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now here's Goodwin with it on the jet sweep. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
From the gun, here's Fields. Open man is the tight end, Troutman.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Now Fields.
And he rifles one incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Here's Fields.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 35-yard line.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. On 1st down, Fields. The pass caught by Olave. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. From the 17, here's 2nd and 4.
A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Back to throw, Fields.
Rolling to his left. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line.
Buried behind the line by Christian Wilkins.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep.
does a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Now it's Fields. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. Touchdown! Alvin Kamara. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Saints are back within a score. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Tua sets up to pass it. Got a man, it's Waddle, complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 38-yard line. Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. And he'll take this one down to the 36. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Quez Watkins, 34 yards. And the Dolphins have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point put through by Suckup. And the lead now up to 14. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Kamara with a first down run, but he's unable to get back to the line of scrimmage as the push-up field was strong defensively. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Here's Fields. On the slant, complete to Michael Thomas. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara.
And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Oh, able to avoid him. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down.
Back to throw here. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Here's the ex-Florida Gator, Lamichael Pirine.
And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans.
His 4th rushing touchdown on the year, number 6 overall. And the Saints have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Pinheiro's extra point up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
Taken at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. So now the Dolphins set to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Here's a give up the middle. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. He is going to find Hill here. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Tua going to throw.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Tua. And he comes back with one complete.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
Brandon, unfortunately, I've been here before. They've had 2 opportunities to stop them, so this is demoralizing. They haven't gotten it done. Now you're calling all your blitzes, all your attack defenses, but you're not worried about playing your normal position. You're going to take chances now.
Well, you said it. 2 3rd down opportunities to get off the field. Couldn't do it, and the clock continues to roll.
Tua's throw taken in by Long here.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. To throw again on 2nd down.
Tua.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Caught by Wilson.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, Nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Tua to throw again. And he's got it. A gain of 7 that time. Second goal. They'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Alec Ingold, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins could be on their way to a 5-2 start as they add on to their lead. But that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive. So we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Emmanuel Ogbah that time, able to drop him for a loss. Out of the gun, Fields. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Fourth down, Fields has to have this one. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of... So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And we talk so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for the Dolphins, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they dropped just their second game so far as they fall to 5-2. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Los Angeles Rams. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.